Assignment 6, Technical Briefing. Tech Communications 2 for SRM, BCIT, March 30th, 2010. Prepared for June Williams. Prepared by Jeremy McClure.
My name is Jeremy McClure, and I'm about to explain how to measure the height of trees using a clinometer and a logger's tape. In the field of sustainable resource management, there are many skills needed in your day-to-day work. One such skill is the ability to measure the height of trees using a clinometer and a logger's tape. This exercise can be done either individually or in teams of two. However, for the purpose of this presentation, we will assume that you're working in teams of two. When you know the height of a tree, this information can be used for many applications. One application is to determine the age of a tree in a given climate. The second application is to determine the volume of wood in a stand of trees. I will describe the tools needed and the process in field tree measurements. The necessary tools for measuring the height of trees in the field are as follows: a logger's tape, clinometer, calculator, 2H pencil, and a field notebook, including waterproof Duxback paper. I would also like to remind you that working in the field has inherent dangers, and it is necessary to have the proper clothing, such as a high visibility vest, a hard hat, and safety approved steel toe boots with corks. Industry standards require that your data be in a certain format to be of any use. As a field technician, you must remember that you are responsible legally for any data that you collect in the field. Before you begin measuring your first tree, you must first determine a plot. The standard plot size is 5.64 meters radius, which is 100 square meters. Next, determine the range of trees that you would like to analyze. For example, DBH, or diameter at breast height, of 30 centimeters. Next, sketch a map of your plot. Include a north arrow, scale, tree locations, and tree species. See diagram 1. And the trees have been identified, we may now begin to measure and record the tree heights. The process of measuring tree heights can be broken down into the following 3 steps. Step 1. Select a tree. Measure and record the angle to the top and bottom of the tree in percent using your clinometer. In order to do this, you must be standing far enough from the tree that the gradient is under 100%. Angles over 100% distort the accuracy of your clinometer. This is done by holding the clinometer in front of one eye and matching the level bar up with the tip of the tree. The same for the bottom. Note: in circumstances where the base of the tree is blocked by underbrush, you may need to measure the bottom angle to the breast height. Use your logger's tape to record the distance to the tree. This distance is called the slope distance, or SD. Make sure you hold the tape level and have your partner hold the end of the tape in the middle of the tree at breast height, which is approximately 1.3 meters. Hold your end of the tape level, keeping it tight. Record the value in your field notebook. Once again, here's diagram 2. Observe the slope distance, the horizontal distance, and the angles, along with the tree height. Step 3. Do the math and record your findings. Once you have obtained the angles to the top and bottom of the tree and the distance to the tree, or the slope distance, you are now ready to do the calculations. When beginning to calculate, you must first draw a diagram to help you do the math. In the diagram, you must demonstrate if the tree is level, above ground, or below your vantage point. Here is a diagram to demonstrate the different tree positions. Then, using your slope distance and angle to the bottom of the tree, calculate the horizontal distance, or HD. This is done using the relationships found in right-angle trigonometry. First, convert your angle to the bottom of the tree into degrees by finding the inverse tan of the percent. Next, take your angle in degrees and multiply it by the SD to acquire the HD. Once you have the HD in meters, you can proceed to times that number by the sum of the total angles. This will give you your VD, or vertical distance. Pay attention to your findings, because the VD may be actually down to breast height and not the base of the tree, depending on where the original measurement was taken. I will now conclude my presentation. Remember to use the proper tools, and when working in the field, always have the proper clothing. When collecting data, do so in a professional manner. Do not measure degrees over 100% with your clinometer. Always remember your trigonometry relationships. Keep your logger's tape tight, and enjoy the fact that you're working in the nature. Thank you for watching my presentation. I'm Jeremy McClure.